Good afternoon, everyone. We want to present our topic for the research question we've come up with. At the beginning, our intention was to simply investigate the experiences of migrants in Turin. But as our conversations deepened and we searched for a perspective that felt genuinely new, our attention kept returning to one group, Moroccan adolescents. More precisely, to the way a single word, maranza, seemed to follow them everywhere.
What started as a casual observation quickly revealed itself as a powerful social marker. Maranza is not just slang, it operates as a stigma that shapes how these young people are seen and often judged. It became clear to us this label was drawing boundaries, assigning identities, and often misrepresenting the complexity of their lives.
This is where our project found its core. Traditional frameworks tend to freeze people into fixed categories that rarely reflect the fluid, transnational realities of youth who move between cultures, languages, and expectations. Moroccan adolescents in Turin often find themselves navigating these rigid boundaries, negotiating who they are against who they are told to be.
We decided to focus on the age 14 to 19 because this period is particularly full of discoveries, identity formation, peer belonging, and everyday experiences of inclusion or exclusion, often strongly mediated by school and friendships.
We also want to locate identity negotiation in a specific urban context, which is the context of Turin, striving to have a close approach and insight on the phenomenon under analysis. We concluded that living and experiencing similar contexts and environments as the ones preferred by our target group, it could provide us with more realistic results, observations, and reflections.
Our initial critical perspective is built around four key ideas. First, multiple identities. For Moroccan youth in Italy, identity often involves overlapping dimensions: Moroccan background, Italian national belonging, and Muslim religious identity.
Second, identity negotiation. We are not treating identity as a label. Negotiation is happening through interactions and across settings. For example, what feels possible to claim at school may differ from what is expected at home or among peers.
Third, an ecological perspective. Identity processes are embedded in everyday context and relationships. This means that we pay attention to the environments where cultural transmission and recognition occur: family, school, neighborhoods, and friendship networks.
Fourth, power and positioning. Integration and identity are shaped by social perceptions, stigma, and structural inequalities. Experiences of inclusion can trigger strategies of adaptation, selective belonging, or even resistance. We've adopted a qualitative research design focusing on the explanatory, contextual, and descriptive side of the present analysis. It's qualitative because the object of the study is identity negotiation, and it requires access to meanings, narratives, and context. We need participants' own language to understand how they interpret categories like Moroccan, Italian, and Muslim, and how these categories matter differently across settings.